Hello guys, this is Isaiah again. This video I want to talk about the importance of stretching. It's really important to stretch before and after a workout. One, to prevent injury or get a sprain, and then it's going to take a while for it to heal and stuff like that. One thing that I see people do in the gym is that right after they work out, they just go straight into the shower and start leaving, pack up their stuff and start leaving without properly stretching. It's really important to stretch because if you don't, you're gonna have aches and pains later on because your muscles are so tight you didn't get them a chance to stretch and breathe. If it gets so tight, stuff is gonna snap and you're gonna get a sprain, or worse, you might get a permanent injury. So it's real important to stretch. It's good to stretch. I want to do yoga, like DDP yoga. Not because of the religion behind it, but just because of the stretching part of it. I just want to learn how to stretch and stuff like that. It makes your body feel really good. It's and to get into, like, you want to do a good warm-up stretch, like do like static stretching. You don't want to stretch the muscle when it's warm. But I see, like, I see I see some people say that you shouldn't stretch the muscle, but if you get an injury, it's okay to stretch the muscle. That's what I hear people say, especially like people in the rehab videos. They say that if you get an injury or a sprain, do some exercises to stretch the muscle. One thing I learned, and I still believe this, that you shouldn't stretch the muscle when it's cold. So, to me, I believe it's okay to stretch the lower body, because you use the lower body for everything. To me, the upper body, you don't worry about it too much, stretching the upper body before you work out. So before you work out, you just want to loosen the joints up a little bit, and you can stretch your lower body and stuff like that. Look up YouTube videos, or I'll put a link in the description of a good warm up that I do, that I believe is good before a workout. So what I do is I stretch my legs, my inner legs, because I find that sometimes I feel a little pain in between my thighs, and that's like when you start working out, you start noticing little things. You have to correct it. You can't just like ignore it. So because you want to do this for a while, right? You want to keep working out and teach other people and be responsible so you can teach other people, right? So it's real important. If you feel a little pain there and there, it's not normal, then now it's time to adjust your workouts and figure out what's wrong, so you can help other people. Like I said, when I felt pain in my inner thighs, that's when I realized I need to stretch it more after I work out. So, also too, when you warm up, I do the stretching, static stretching and stuff like that. When you warm up the muscle, go nice and slow. Don't rush into it. Warm up the muscles first with the light weight, and then do like 3 sets of lightweight warm-ups, and then you can start progressing into heavy weights. Excuse me. You don't want to just progress right into it and start out heavy. You're going to injure something, and you're just trying to wake up the muscle, because the muscle, you wasn't using it all day, or if you work out in the morning, it was sleeping. So if you just you spasm it, trying to get it to work, it's like not gonna work. You gotta let it prepare itself. Wake it up a little bit, and then it's like, hey, I'm about to use you today. Get ready. Give them a wake up call. Don't just would you get mad if somebody woke you up in the middle of the night and like, it gets you your nerves and stuff like that? That's what the muscles are, and you know, nothing happens if if somebody startled you at night, but if you started the muscle, that will cause an injury or a sprain. So you want to prevent that. Prevent yourself from getting injured or sprained from working out, because you want to do this for a long time. And I was talking to this old man today, and I have a sprain in my right shoulder. One, because I believe I didn't warm it up properly like I should have, but you learn it. The more you consistently go to the gym, the more you learn. That's I want to tell everybody out there: don't wait to go to the gym. Go to or working out in general. Don't stop. Don't Just because you don't have a personal trainer or anything like that. Go to the gym. You'll figure out, how the muscles work, how to do exercise, and all that stuff. It took me years to figure out how to do certain stuff, and but one thing I was not doing like I'm doing right now is staying consistent. And now I'm staying consistent and trying to do this, full time, make it a lifestyle. So like I make sure that I'm doing the exercise properly. I make sure I warm up before and after. And the more oil you get, you can't get away with it. You can't just jump into the workout anymore and just start working out. You need to warm it up. You need to wake up the muscles first before you start working it out. And you use your body a lot. You need to stretch it a little bit. You need to do some static stretching and loosen the joints up a little bit. I want to do chiropractor too. I want to do massage because it's real important, because you use your muscles a lot, your joints a lot. You need someone else to get in there, and loosen up your body a little bit. Getting back to the guy in the gym, he was telling me today that during COVID-19, he couldn't go to the gym, and so he still tried to work out. He still, did push-ups and stuff like that. And he was telling me how his shoulders, he had to get surgeries on his shoulder, and he was telling me that if one side gets injured or you don't stretch it, then it will transfer over to the other side of your shoulder, for example. And I don't want that to happen to me. So it's like, that was real good. I thank God that, he brought me that person to tell me that, because always remember to make sure I always remember to stretch after I work out, not just before, but after, because you really have to really have to prevent myself from getting injured. Same thing with you guys. Make sure you stretch. Make sure you. I know you just want to rush into it and get started, but just take your time. You want to do this as long as you can. You don't want to have no injuries at all, and then you're gonna feel bad that you can't work out anymore or something like that. Just warm up. Warm up before and after you work out, so you prevent yourself from getting injured. It's real important. And he was also telling me how, it's hard to, use his shoulders for anything now, because because of surgeries he's had on this, stuff like that. So that was a real eye opener for me to listen to him say that stuff. I already knew that stuff. I mean, I already knew that if you don't stretch it, you're going to get injured. But just consistently going to the gym now, I'm more mindful of my body. I'm listening to it. God, Jesus can He can heal me, but sometimes He doesn't do it because He wants to discipline me and figure out how to, prevent the injury from happening. You know, so I could teach other people. He's not gonna baby me and just heal me for every little injury I have, and He done that in the past. And it's like, but after a while, He wants you to discipline yourself and say, I gotta watch what I'm doing in the gym. I have to make sure I'm eating properly, I'm stretching, I'm warming up properly, and make sure I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do before I work out. Doesn't matter if you're not going to the gym a lot. You gotta, find ways. You gotta be creative. Look up online how to warm up and stuff like that. Cause you want, like I said, you want to do this as long as you can. You know, that's all I want to say. Make sure you stretch before and after. It's really important. All right, and do proper warm ups. Can really help out as well. Just make sure you do that. All right, keep progressing. You do well.